talking about your idols, you mentioned some Icelandic singers. I mean, who are your musical influences?
Really, my main musical influence is Stevie Wonder. But, you know, you don't really get that connection when I'm singing this song. But, you know, I sing a lot of soul and rock, and I sing a lot of different varieties of songs. But one in particular in Eurovision, that's one really was, and it's Alexander Rybak. It's got this, and Fairy Tale was one of my favorite songs ever. You know, the song, it has kind of a fairy tale sort of adventurous theme to it, and yeah, he's going to be in this competition, and oh my god, I could.
You're going to be hanging out.
Yeah, I could turn into a fanboy, such a crazy fanboy if I see it. It's going to be humiliating.
Play it cool, Ari. Play it cool. Yeah, you'll be his bro.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be nice. Yeah.
How did you kind of come into contact with the song? How did that come about?
The song, it took me from the moment I heard it the first time. Thorun, she sent me a link to the demo, and the message especially caught me in this song, and I connected with it deeply because it can be connected with a lot of things like bullying and not being able to find out who you are, not fitting in. And when I was little, you know, I was doing musicals and people really teach me about that, and me not really fitting in, though I was good, you know, I always felt like the odd one out. So I connect with this song deeply, and the main message is, you know, wherever you're from, whether you're from Iceland, you're from London, you're from Portugal, you will always experience pain in your life. You always have a story, and that's why it's so important to come out and spread out joy and happiness and compassion with one another instead of being judgmental and tearing people down. And that's the main message in the song, and that's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this, was to spread out love and joy and happiness, and being here on the biggest event of Europe, saying this statement, making this in this strong power ballad. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you touched on the message of the song. It is a really powerful message, but you know, a message in a song isn't really anything unless there's emotion when you're performing it.
Absolutely.
And you really do give that song emotion when you perform.
So much,
so you know, you bring a great song to life.
Thank you.
I think
very
we're watching
much.
you, and it's going to be exciting to see it on that huge stage
Yeah.
in Lisbon. Now we get to know this year's participants a bit better, and I would love to know what's the craziest thing you've done in your life. Shock us. Shock us.
All right. See, I did kind of an illegal thing in Spain. It's illegal in that way. It's really dangerous.
Okay.
But me, I'm kind of a daredevil. I'm like an adrenaline maniac. I went skydiving in Bulgaria. It was fantastic. It was great there.
Wow.
And when I was 17 years old, I was alone in Spain, in Barcelona. And I was walking down the La Rambla, and there's a bridge which opens, you know, for ships and docks. So, but there was like a handle on the side of the bridge. And I thought, oh, what an amazing opportunity for me to take a picture and post it on Instagram. Hey, I'm having fun here in Spain, you know. And so it was just me, my little brother, and my two little nieces. And I was the oldest there. I was supposed to protect them, keep them safe. It was so idiotic. I went out and I was hanging and on the rail. And she took the picture. I was hanging with one hand, and it's like 5 meters down to the ocean.
No, Ari, you can't do that.
Yeah, and I didn't know any better because in Iceland you can pretty much do anything and get away from it. But you know, then I started to see that there was a lot of people circling around me. I was like, oh, what's he doing? It's so dangerous. Get him out of there. And you know. And then my niece, because she's been living there for 1 year, people have been talking Spanish. She's like, Ari, I've been listening to the people, and this is illegal. You gotta get up right now.
Oh, no.
And it took such a long time because my little brother, he loves this kind of situations. And he was laughing enormously loud. So he couldn't pick me up. So I was stuck there, and the one thing I had to do, I had to jump down into the ocean and try to land on the stone tablet that was it was on the bridge, under the bridge. So I jumped on. I landed half in. So my leg was in the ocean, and one leg was on the stone pillar. So I went up, scratched my knee. I climbed the bridge from under, and when I was midway, then I hear the sound of a ship.
Oh no!
And it was going to open. So I, like a maniac, crazy, just jumped went across, and there was a ladder there. So I got up, and the first man I saw was a Spanish police officer, and but he took me up, and he said, just not ever doing that again, and he was really nice about it. I was really lucky, and that's the craziest thing. That's the craziest situation I was ever, because I could have easily gotten myself up if I wasn't so tired of taking the photos. And
I think that's the craziest one we've had today.
Yeah, I've done some crazy stuff.
But you need to stop that, because we need you in one piece in Lisbon. Yeah. Okay, so adrenaline.
Yeah, when the people in Lisbon were suggesting the postcards, they were doing something, because me, with my luck, everything that will ever happen, if there's like a lightning in Portugal, it's gonna hit me.
Oh no!
I'm not even joking. Because with my luck, it's gonna hit me. But so they was like, hey, would you like doing surfing? And I don't know how to surf, but I'm not a guy to like make barriers. So I was like, yeah. But then I was like, no, better not. Want to be in one piece. Might get crushed by a wave or something like that.
Oh god, we're going to get you some minders to follow you around in Lisbon. You need to be on that stage.
No, but I'm already a chill guy, but that's the craziest thing I've ever done. We'll never be doing that again, and don't recommend anybody hanging on top of a bridge.
Yeah, no. Ever. Watching this at home, don't do that.
Don't do that. Don't follow. Just follow my message. Don't follow my footsteps.
That's right. One. If you could be any superhero, which one would you be?
You're asking the right man, because I'm a huge superhero nerd. My father actually has the biggest collection of Marvel comics in Iceland.
Oh wow!
So when I was growing up, I was listening. So my favorite superhero for me would be, Batman is such a mainstream. So, but for me, it's Flash, the Red.
Good choice. Good choice.
And if you run super fast, you can literally do anything. You can run up buildings, you can be like time would be irrelevant. So stopping time wouldn't be as fun, but like moving really fast would be like super fast would be the best thing. You could be enormously good at sports, every sport. You could probably be okay. I'll just speed it up. Yeah, but Flash is the best. Is for me would be the best superhero to be. Yeah.
Obrigado, Portugal.
When I saw Salvador, he just got me right away, and especially with the song and with this beautiful message, and the way he sings it, it's just, I think it caught every heart in Europe, especially mine, I think. And I've been singing this song ever since he won Eurovision, and it just got me right away.
Yeah, and you decided to publish a video in your channel. Yeah. What about the reactions?
I got quite amazing reactions, and it was really amazing. It warmed my heart that people found it to be a great version. I did the English lyrics that Alexander Rybak did, and then I did the last verse was in Portuguese, the Salvador version, because Alexander did not finish the song, and I did the 3 minutes of it. But yeah, it was that's what we decided, and I did this with my friend Gabriel from Iceland. He's in my band. He's my keyboard guy. And we did this together, and I thought it would be, because I had been singing the song for such a long time before I just thought of doing the Eurovision Song Contest. So I had to send this version that I did.
Seu teu coração não quisesse ver, não sente paixão, não quiser sofrer, sem fazer planos do que irá Deus. Oh, meu coração pode amar pelos dois.
Next week, I know that you are going to Portugal.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's your first time in Portugal?
Yeah, it's gonna be the first time.
So what you are going to do you know already, or it's a surprise?
No, it's going to be a surprise. I have no idea what's going to happen. They wanted to take me surfing, but I can't surf for the life of me. And I thought if I was going to surf, I might die. You know?
Oh,
I might get crushed by a wave
no.
or something like that. but it's it's going to be
a big surprise, even for you.
Yeah, even for me. Yeah.
We've spoken a little bit about your song, about our choice, but let's get to know Ari Ólafsson.
Yeah.
You were like, you wanted to be an artist since you were a child.
Yeah. I wanted to be a stand-up comedian when I was at first. You know, when I was 6 years old, I always wanted to be a comedian. I was like, I thought I wanted to be a class clown. But you know, then I found out that I ain't funny. That's the only joke. Yeah, that's the only joke I have. But then, you know, when I was about 8 years old, I went to this musical seminar, this musical class, and we did one musical. And straight after that, I didn't want to do anything anymore. I was like, oh no, it's not for me, and I got really stage fright. And my mother, she came to me and said, Ari, you have to do this. You have to go through this audition. And I went to that audition, and I got the lead role of Oliver Twist in the National Theatre of Music. And after being on that stage, 11 years old, you know, the ball just kept on rolling, and I've never been doing anything else since. You know, just music all the way. And yeah, and then I got really into being a singer and an actor and a dancer, and you know, and then now trying to take more of the singer part. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And Selma was involved in those.
Yeah,
beginnings,
she was.
No?
Yeah, she.
Selma estuvo en Eurovisión 2 veces por Islandia.
Yeah.
En el 99 consiguió un segundo puesto y en 2005 regresó. And Selma was involved in this process.
Yeah, she was the director of the musical, and she discovered me. And you know, at that time, you know, she had come home, and she was like this crazy Eurovision singer and star. So going into the audition, I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna meet Selma, and I actually met her as well before I went to do these shows here in London, and I'm going to Israel as well. I saw her, and she also gave me the best advice, just to enjoy it, and you know, the thing is, you know, because we've been singing for audience for all of our lives, but now we're singing to a little box, and that's the main audience. And you know, what I've learned is the thing is, and it takes a little bit of the stress off, because you know you got 250 million people or something like that in back of that camera. Though it's better to have like the one person you're singing to than the whole. And they've been teaching me a lot of things about camera, emotion, and conveying. You know.
Are you singing to any specific person that you think?
Yeah, I am. I sing to my friends and to my family. It's not like it's kind of like I'm singing. I want to be singing to everybody. I imagine myself, I'm singing to a crowd, but it's this one person that represents the whole family and the love, and that helps a lot. Yeah.
we've heard that you're a big fan of Alfred and Amaya.
Yes.
Yeah, you like
Where
them?
are they, by the way?
I hope they come soon.
Yeah, I hope they come soon. I have to meet them, and their song is so beautiful, and they're such a great couple. Are they a couple, by the way?
They are.
They are together. Okay.
They are openly a couple. So
Okay.
I'm not saying anything.
Of course, that's great because yeah.
You know the story?
No, I don't know the story.
So there's been a huge talent show this year in Spain.
Yeah.
And they are kept into an academy for
Alright.
3 months where they learn.
Oh, really?
And they are isolated, and they've got in love to each other.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a great story. Yeah, but
They made everyone in love of them with City of Stars, the song.
oh, the City of Stars. Oh, I love that. It's from La La Land.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my God. I'm gonna have to watch that. but yeah, I love Alfred and Amaya. The song and the you know the duet together, and when they're singing, how they're conveying how their voices match. So beautiful. So beautiful.
What would you say to everyone in Spain who is voting in the first semi-final where you are
Yeah.
to vote for you?
I would just have to say, you know, to follow your heart and spread out love and joy, and hopefully vote for our choice. And hopefully our choice is your choice.
Por favor.
Por favor.
Ari, just as a goodbye, can you sing us a little bit?
Of the song.
Yeah, please, our
Right.
choice.
We all have a choice we can make. There's always a choice we can make to help and to heal in different ways. Too many are dying in vain. Together we could ease the pain. If somehow we could ease the pain.
Okay, thank you very much,
Thank you
Ari.
so much.
And
So
very nice to meet you.
you.
Yeah. Okay, good luck in Eurovision.
How did you end up going to Eurovision?
Wow, it's actually a really funny story. Yeah.
Es una historia divertida, dice.
Well, Thorin, she called me. Well, I did a concert at home at the Harpa Music Concert Hall, and the next day, Thorin was watching. The next day, I got a phone call, and she asked me if I wanted to do the song contest for Eurovision in Iceland. So I was like, all right, yeah, and send me the song. And the song, it got me right away. And I was like, okay, I gotta, if there was any song that I would want to sing in the Eurovision Song Contest, it would be this song because I connected with it so deeply. So what I did, I took a demo, I sang the song, sent it to her, and I didn't hear from her for like 1 week or so. And then she finally called me back. It's like, okay, thank you, Ari. It's you're an amazing singer, and it's great. I was like, okay, and so it was. I was like, wait, am I in or?
Yeah.
And then I call her like 1 week later, like 2 weeks ahead of time. I was like, wait, when do I get to know if I'm singing the song or not? I was like, oh, I'm sorry, didn't I tell you? You're in the competition. And I'm like, oh, okay. So yeah, then like suddenly I was in the competition, and the ball just kept on rolling from there.
Complicada de cantar, es una balada bastante potente y bueno, que al final también trata de sentimientos.
I just gotta say, the Spanish language, there's always, when some Spanish people talk it, I'm like, wow, I love to hear you talk more Spanish.
Because it's quite musical, no?
Yes, it is really musical. I love Spanish. Like, Spanish, Italian, and French is really musical languages.
Yeah.
Like Icelandic, it's kind of harsh. So it's a good change of pace.
Well, you can practice, you can learn the Spanish. I think it's easier to learn Spanish than to learn English.
Yeah. It is much easier. Like I learned one song. My favorite Spanish song is called Granada. It's an aria, and it's a Granada, tierra soñada por mí. Mi cantar se vuelve gitano cuando es para ti. mi cantar hecho de fantasía. It's a really nice song.
Muy bien, bravo. Muy bien, very good.
Gracias.
Congratulations.
I didn't butcher your language.
Your Spanish was perfect.
Thank you.
Perfect, and the song was perfect. And what about the Spanish fans?
Yeah, they're really nice. I haven't met any yet, but I'm really looking forward to seeing, because a lot of people from Spain really like the song.
I think that tonight and tomorrow in the red carpet you will have the opportunity to meet a lot of fans.
I'm really excited to meet all the fans, because these people they really mean a lot to the artist, because they're like, they give us like a warm welcome, and we want because we are doing this for them.
Yeah.
And this is why we do this, for people to feel empowered, and for people to we want to share the music and the joy with them.
I want to say something to the Spanish audience to vote for you in Eurovision. Here you have the camera.
I just want to say, you guys, you're amazing, and if you follow your heart, then I think that your choice will be our choice.
We forgot the interview photo bomber. Remember, she just in. Come on. You don't have to wave, right? So this is the songwriter.
Yes. Hi, I'm Torun. Hi.
So this is my mother.
Are you really his mother?
I am not.
You really his mother?
No,
we look very alike.
Yeah, everyone in Iceland looks alike.
Obviously, even if you were his mother, you were a very young mother. That's all I'm gonna say.
No, I'm just the songwriter, and I'm doing backing vocals. I'll be on stage. So.
She's just doing more than just backing vocals. She's playing the piano, doing the backing vocals, lyricist of the song, and songwriter.
So what are you doing?
I'm just singing. Like, she's 5 persons doing some.
You're just not doing anything. Let her do all the work. See, typical teenage boy with his mother. You know, lets her do all the work: the washing, the cooking, the cleaning, ironing, everything.
And I get the spotlight.
Exactly. Anyway, guys, lovely to speak to you. Good luck, and we'll see you in Lisbon in a few days.
Thank you so much.